Hello everyone. Today we have the chance to speak with another entrepreneur. She is Miss Tope Oshowole. She is a UK investor and currently located in Watford, England. Tope, can you please add more to that introduction and let us know what you do as an entrepreneur?
I'm a property investor. I invest in HMOs, which is houses of multiple occupancy in Luton predominantly, and I also do service accommodation in Watford. I've been investing in property for over 20 years, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Can you please let us know what made you hire a virtual assistant?
Right. I used to do my property as a part-time to my job, but I stopped working full-time in October. So I became a full-time property investor from October. And I wanted to put systems in place for my property portfolio. And also because I knew at that point that I wanted to go into service accommodation. So I knew I was going to need a pair of hands to help me. I also knew that, especially with the service accommodation, I was going to need somebody that was on a different time zone to me at some time, so that when I'm sleeping, perhaps they're not, they could answer the phone or they could send emails. And also from a cost perspective, I knew I needed help, but I couldn't really afford much. So I knew that a virtual assistant would be for me.
That's great. Can you please describe to us the onboarding process of your virtual assistant into your property business? I ask this question because there may be property investors who want to know how to fully involve someone who is far away from them and involve them fully into their business.
The company really helped me with that. I was also skeptical, thinking, am I going to be handing my life story and my life history and, some confidential information to somebody so far away? But with things like LastPass and Loom video, we used a lot of Loom video at the beginning with sort of onboarding my assistant. We virtually recorded every call in the early days. Then we labeled the video in Loom so that if she didn't understand anything, she could watch it again. With having the Loom video, for example, we knew that if somebody else joined the team, we could just make them watch those Loom videos again. And with LastPass, so even though, she has to log into things like Spare Room, Easy Roommate, even my bank to sort of do reconciliation. So through LastPass, she's able to log in without really having the password, so that if ever we stopped working together, I just have to remove her from LastPass. And she doesn't have access to my account anymore. So far, we've been working together since December. It's been absolutely godsend. Absolutely fantastic.
I'm so glad to hear that. So, with the help of the online tools, you were able to teach her how to manage your property business without compromising the security and confidentiality of your personal and your private information, right? So, that is really, really cool. Now, we would like to know, was there like a pleasant surprise working with your virtual assistant? Or maybe what made you really happy hiring your virtual assistant?
My virtual assistant I think she's amazing. She's very professional. She goes beyond, what I would have imagined. She comes up with great ideas. I feel I can bounce ideas off her. I even ask her sometimes, what do you think? She's a partner. It's really just me and her that work on this. We manage 50 rooms HMO, and we manage the service accommodation together. So, she sends out all my contracts. So yeah, it's been really good. And some of the tools, like I started using tools like Zero and Arthur. And sometimes I hear these things through the property network circuit, some of these tools, and I go, you go and research it, tell me what you think. And so she will go and research and go, yeah, I think we could really do with that. That would really benefit us. And yeah, and usually she'll be the one that will learn it and then just give me a side of A4 or whatever, or do me a 15-minute tutorial after she's spent days learning it, so that I'm also aware of it. So it's, it takes a lot of the legwork, so I can focus on acquiring more properties, networking, and yeah, so it's been amazing. I would recommend it to anyone.
I love the dynamics how you work together. It is beautiful that you look at her not only as someone who will do the tasks for you, but as a partner. And you give her freedom, you give her opportunity to explore, learn, collaborate together with you. Now, can you share us how things have improved after hiring your virtual assistant?
We have processes in place. We know when all our tenancies are ending. One major thing that we've done, I used to collect all my rents at different times. So depending on whenever I had a tenant join on my HMO, that's when we start the contract. With the help of my assistant, we were able to start everybody on the second of the month. And then so that rent comes in on the first of the month for all our properties. Something that I've been thinking about for months, but I knew it was going to be a task and a half to get all my tenants to conform with that, because there was going to be sending out pro rata rent initially and chasing them to sign the new contracts. It took 4 months for some people to sign the contract because they were just so busy. So we use Signable. We've just got processes that on my own, I wouldn't have been able to do. But with the help of a virtual assistant, we've been able to push and get things in place. So, yeah.
Yes, definitely. Automating the process that effectively works in your business is really a huge improvement, especially for busy entrepreneurs like you. Now, we have come to the end of this interview, and do you have anything that you want to promote about your business and why people should connect with you?
Well, the service accommodation. So we have service accommodation in Watford. So if anybody is coming to the UK or coming to the area at Watford, to Harry Potter World or anywhere like that, and you're looking for a home from home, we have beautiful service accommodation. The name of my website is www.aisiki.co.uk, which is AISIKI. Yeah, our apartments are there to be booked. And yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Bye bye.